In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 22, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New Mexico versus Clemson. As the second day of the tournament commences, it heralds the clash between the 6th seed Clemson Tigers and the 11th seed New Mexico Lobos. The Lobos, emerging triumphant in the Mountain West tournament, face off against Clemson, who faltered in the second round of the Atlantic Coast Conference tournament. New Mexico's prowess defensively shines through as they have thwarted 4 consecutive opponents, holding each under the 70-point mark. Their recent conquests over formidable adversaries attest to their current hot streak, a momentum that Clemson sorely lacks. The Tigers, having suffered defeats in 3 out of their last 4 games, conceded 75 or more points in 3 successive outings and failed to breach the 70-point threshold twice in March. Notably, none of these adversaries were merely on the bubble for NCAA tournament contention, let alone secured a berth. On the court, the Lobos are poised to assert dominance in the turnover battle, with a slight edge in rebounding anticipated as well. Their swift offensive transitions will necessitate Clemson to defend with greater frequency, thereby exposing vulnerabilities in the Tigers' perimeter defense against 3-point attempts. Energized by their recent triumph in the Mountain West tournament, the Lobos enter this encounter brimming with confidence. Conversely, Clemson's recent form, compounded by a resounding 19-point defeat at the hands of Boston College, raises concerns. While the Tigers have accrued several quality victories, their inconsistency looms large, leaving room for doubt regarding their performance. The uncommon scenario of an 11th seed being favored over a 6th seed is substantiated by New Mexico's well-rounded offensive strategy, spearheaded by House, complemented by resolute defensive efforts, notably in rebounding and forcing turnovers. In contrast, Clemson's erratic rebounding and deficiency in generating turnovers present an opportunity for the Lobos to exploit, dictating the tempo of the game. Though anticipated to be an enthralling contest, reservations arise from Clemson's recent dismal display against Boston College. Thus, the New Mexico Lobos to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. New Mexico's offensive prowess manifests in their season average of over 80 points per game. Their preference for swift transitions aligns well with the matchup against Clemson, whose defensive lapses against lesser opponents have seen them concede 75 or more points consistently. Expect the Lobos to capitalize on 3-point opportunities and fast break scenarios, likely accumulating at least 80 points. Clemson's reliance on their offensive output bodes well, especially considering their proficiency in free throw shooting, a facet that could aid them against a New Mexico defense yielding an average of 20 free throw attempts per game. Even in defeat, the Tigers rarely fail to breach the 70-point mark. With New Mexico poised to dictate a frenetic pace, this clash of styles presents an intriguing spectacle. Clemson's struggles in forcing turnovers will likely afford the Lobos ample opportunities to maximize possessions. Moreover, while Clemson hasn't traditionally excelled in transition, they remain one of the Atlantic Coast Conference's more efficient offensive units. The Tigers' proficiency at the charity stripe juxtaposed with the Lobos' ability to secure second chance points suggest that New Mexico's accelerated tempo will undoubtedly contribute to surpassing the projected total, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Yale versus Auburn. The NCAA tournament's first-round presents an intriguing clash between the 20-9 Yale Bulldogs, representing the Ivy League, and the 24-7 Auburn Tigers from the Southeastern Conference. Yale clinched a 13-seed slot following a commendable performance in the Ivy League, securing second place in the regular season and clinching the conference tournament with a dramatic buzzer-beating victory over the Brown Bears. Meanwhile, Auburn earned their spot by finishing tied for second in the Southeastern Conference with a 13-5 record and sealing the deal with a resounding 86-67 win over Florida in the Southeastern Conference title game. Having secured victory in their last 6 consecutive games, the Tigers enter the matchup on a formidable streak. Their offensive prowess has been particularly noteworthy, with an average scoring rate exceeding 81 points in their last 3 outings, accompanied by an impressive 50% shooting accuracy. Notably, they've capitalized on free throw opportunities, boasting a conversion rate exceeding 72%. Additionally, their proficiency in rebounding, averaging over 9 offensive rebounds per game, suggests a propensity for creating supplementary scoring opportunities. Coupled with their adept ball control, the Tigers are poised to pose significant challenges to the Bulldogs' defense. Conversely, the Bulldogs, victorious in 5 of their last 6 games, exhibit a slightly lower offensive output, averaging just over 70 points in their recent 3 matchups. However, their performance at the charity stripe has been less consistent, with a conversion rate falling below 65%. Furthermore, their comparative deficiency in rebounding suggests a potential struggle against the Tigers' dominance in this aspect. Yale's vulnerability to turnovers, particularly evident in away games, could further exacerbate their defensive challenges against Auburn's aggressive playstyle. Yale's offensive strategy heavily relies on interior scoring, presenting a formidable challenge against Auburn's defensive standout, Johnny Broome. With Auburn's robust perimeter defense limiting opponents to a mere 29.8% success rate from beyond the arc, Yale faces additional hurdles in diversifying their scoring options. Moreover, Yale's lackluster performance in Quad 1 games, combined with their modest strength of schedule ranking, underscores their unpreparedness for the formidable opposition posed by Auburn. Given Auburn's defensive prowess, ranking 4th in adjusted defense by Ken Palm and conceding fewer than 63 points in their last 3 matchups, Yale faces an uphill battle in penetrating their opponent's defense. Yale's previous losses by significant margins against top-tier opponents like Gonzaga and Kansas underscore their vulnerability against elite competition. Consequently, the Auburn Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Despite Yale's intention to slow down the tempo and limit Auburn's possessions, their execution of this strategy remains uncertain. Auburn's ability to score efficiently regardless of the game's pace, combined with Johnny Broome's imposing presence in the post, suggests formidable challenges for Yale's defensive efforts. The likelihood of turnovers further favors Auburn, facilitating transition opportunities and potentially inflating the final score beyond the projected total. Thus, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Agricultural and Mechanical versus Nebraska. As the South region gets underway, anticipation rises for the clash between the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Texas Agricultural and Mechanical Aggies, marking the commencement of the evening's exciting lineup. Nebraska's recent defeat at the hands of Illinois during the Big Ten semifinals contrast with Texas Agricultural and Mechanical's setback against Florida in the Southeastern Conference semis, setting the stage for a compelling showdown. Despite Texas Agricultural and Mechanical's prowess in securing offensive rebounds akin to relentless vacuums, their inefficiency poses a significant hurdle to their advancement in this match. Nebraska's defensive prowess suggests they can consistently coerce opponents into missed shots, subsequently capitalizing on rebounds. Moreover, the Cornhuskers need not be overly concerned about Texas Agricultural and Mechanical's performance at the free throw line. The forthcoming confrontation also highlights a noteworthy battle on the offensive front. Nebraska's proficiency in three-point shooting, attempting an average of 26.4 per game with a 35.8% success rate, challenges the Aggies' mediocre three-point defense. Coupled with their adeptness at free throws and ball retention, the Cornhuskers seem poised to maximize their offensive possessions. Conversely, Texas Agricultural and Mechanical's recent defensive struggles, conceding over 85 points in their last 2 games, further augur well for Nebraska's prospects. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Nebraska's strategy is likely to revolve around accelerating the tempo of the game, facilitating increased scoring opportunities. Facing a Texas Agricultural and Mechanical defense that faltered in the Southeastern Conference tournament against formidable opponents, the Cornhuskers are positioned to exploit this vulnerability. Expect Nebraska to capitalize on their three-point shooting prowess, maintain their usual proficiency at free throws, and aim for a scoring output of at least 80 points. Nevertheless, Texas Agricultural and Mechanical possesses a notable advantage in offensive rebounding, being the foremost team in the nation in this aspect. Against a Nebraska defense yielding an average of 12 offensive boards per game, the Aggies are primed to garner ample opportunities for field goal attempts, enabling them to reach a projected score of at least 70 points. Consequently, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.